To Maggie, my everything. After almost 3 years of oceans, Skype calls, and frantically waiting for daylight savings time to end, long distance is finally over. In that time, I have grown immensely thanks to you. I'm as strong in my faith as I've ever been in my life. I've gone from long-range planning being just weeks to now being years. I've learned who's always right. And of course, I've fallen madly in love with you.
My dear Zachary David Depp, as you know, you are not part of my plan. But when I saw you standing in the kitchen before Emma and Jeff's wedding, it was like I heard God whisper, "That's him." I saw you, I heard you laugh, and I knew. An almost indescribable feeling, so immediate and so powerful. So of course I promptly ran up the stairs in the other direction because that was terrifying for me, and I had no idea what to do. Then months later, on our first official date, when we were standing in that empty parking lot just kind of looking at the stars, I knew, without a question, you are my soulmate.
There's a man inside your soul, and he knows exactly who you are. He's your identity, even though you're not a perfect one. There's hope in your bones, love at your foundation. There's light in those eyes, leading the right direction. You have never left my hands. I will not let you go, because you're helpless by yourself, but I've called you to my own. So you can put your faith in me. I promise not to let you down. When you sail the stormy seas, I can be your solid ground. So anchors away, be assured that nothing wrong will happen, 'cause your story's like a ship that patiently awaits her captain. You have never left my hands. I will not let you.
I vow that I will always protect you and our family, and that I will always do everything in my power to come home to you at night. And on the nights when the Army has other plans, I vow to come home to you with a kiss and a pint of cookie dough ice cream. I promise that I will give you the space you need when you need it, but just know that I will always await your return with love in my heart. I vow that every single time I say, "we'll figure it out," I truly mean it. I mean, come on, it got us this far. I promise that God will always be present in our household, and that I will always go to Him in both the good and the less good times to pray for your strength and safety and the well-being of our family and loved ones. I will ever be your rock, and I promise that I will do my best to listen to your problems and not always try to immediately fix them. Maggie, you have made me the happiest man alive, and I cannot wait to start this adventure of a lifetime with you. I know people joke and often compare our relationship to one from a fairy tale, but I can't help to agree sometimes. Thankfully for us, the story of our lives together doesn't end with the happily ever after. It starts with one. I love you, and I vow that I will make it my purpose with every fiber of my being to live up to be the man that you truly deserve. Zachary David Depp, your very, very soon-to-be husband.
These past few years, I've had the honor of getting to know you more and more and falling completely in love with you. You have become my best friend, my rock, my pillar of hope, always pointing me to the Heavenly Father both in times of hardship and joy. Although our long-distance relationship was sometimes challenging, it taught us how to communicate so well, allowed us to continue to grow separately as we learned how to grow together, and it made normally trivial moments shine so brightly. We learned to trust God's perfect timing and His perfect plan, which are far superior to our own. Zach, words cannot adequately express how much I look forward to living life by your side. I love that when we go on walks, you always make sure that you're closest to the street just in case a car should run us over and you would take the bulk of the impact. I love that when we order pizza, you talk about the ingredients like they could one day save the world. And I love that you're just as cheesy, if not more so, than I am. Today, I choose you to be my husband. I promise to work with you to build a life far better than either of us could imagine alone. I will encourage you, support you, and love you with every fiber of my being. I promise to learn with you and grow with you, even as life and time change us both. And I see these vows not only as promises, but as privileges. I get to be the one to laugh with you and cry with you. I get to care for you and just live life by your side. What an honor that is. And as I wrote these vows, I knew this day would be beautiful and perfect and happy, all because of the sole fact that today we become husband and wife, finally. And even in all its happiness, today is not the best day of our life, because the happiest days have yet to come. The travels that await us, the day that we one day become parents, God willing, and the day eventually when we sit on our front porch, when we are old and you're probably bald and I'm probably wrinkly, and we look at each other and we smile because of this life we've been blessed to live together. So, Zach, I vow to grow old with you, faithfully, treating every day as the precious gift it is. I love you, Zachary David Depp, always and forever.
How I love you, I just wish that you could know the dimensions of the mercy and the grace that I bestow upon the highest that have fallen, the lowest of the low, and in the darkest place you lit, even there you weren't alone. I have called you, so you can put your faith in me. I promise not to let you down. When you sail the stormy seas, I can be your solid ground. So anchors away, be assured that nothing wrong